What's up, you crazy YouTubers? It's Mike from the Autograph Network coming to you on the Project Deja Vu channel. It's Sunday, so there's no mail today, so I thought I'd take an opportunity to talk to you guys about just some random Sunday chit-chat. I did get a good suggestion for a subject on a video from a fellow YouTuber. Most of TTMers out there, if you watched our videos, you've heard us talk about uncancelled stamps. What that means is, you can see the difference here. When you send a letter out, technically the post office is supposed to put where it's going, the date, and cancel out your stamps by stamping it with their machine. Every once in a while you'll get a return that looks like this with no postmark and the stamp is uncancelled. With an uncancelled stamp, guys, you technically can reuse that. And I'm going to show you how I reuse uncancelled stamps. So anytime you get an envelope like this that has an uncancelled stamp with no marking anywhere on it, if it has any kind of marks, you cannot reuse it. But if it's completely clean, you can reuse it. Start by cutting out the uncancelled stamp. So if it's on a bubble mailer, like you can see, this is coming off a big 8x10. This is just coming off a regular Canadian return and just a regular forever stamp. As you guys can see, I just start a collection and reuse them as I need them. But what you do, guys, and this is how I do it, I don't peel anything off, because I mean, you can ruin the stamp that way. Here's how I do it. Take your scissors and cut as close as you can around the stamp, leaving just a little okay, so it looks like a regular stamp now. It still has the envelope backing. Now I take glue stick, throw some glue on my envelope, take your stamp that you've cut the edges off and stick it on. That way you're not using tape, because technically you're not supposed to retape stamps. The glue will eventually dry and it looks like no different than that one. So that's how I do it, guys. Instead of trying to peel it off, like here's one that was on a bubble mailer, you can see that. So what I'll do with these, same thing, guys, even though it's on a yellow manila colored envelope, I'm just going to take and cut the edges, cut it down as close as you can. So you can see it's still on the old bubble mailer. I've removed the bubbles on the back, and I will reuse that stamp just like I did with this. I will take some glue and stick it on there on a fresh envelope. So that's how I reuse stamps, guys. Don't try and peel them, just cut them close and glue them on. So hopefully that will help you guys reuse the uncancelled stamps if you want. Let's see, next thing, guys, a couple other comments I've seen and gotten in PMs asking me, where are my sports returns? Guys, when I do return or requests for the project, we are focused mainly on a lot of entertainment returns right now, and the reason for that is just because we see a lot of those returns and a lot of people don't do entertainment returns, so we're trying to showcase those. I do sports returns still, just they get mashed in with everything else. Just show you guys, you know, a couple. This is a group that I haven't, of photos that are signed that I haven't posted or put in sleeves yet, but Herschel Walker, Phil Simms, and then, you know, we go entertainment, Yes, there is a lot of entertainment stuff right now. MMA, you guys might not think it's a sport, but it definitely is. I classify wrestling as a sport. Kelly Earnhardt, you guys might not think that's sports related, but it's part of NASCAR. So entertainment authors, there's another MMA. Wrestling, Shawn Johnson, that's an Olympic sport. Tennis. So you guys might not, there's Mark Shimura. So you guys might not be seeing the returns right now from current guys, because truthfully I have no interest in autographing the current players right now. What my main focus is with sports is Hall of Famers and also guys that I've grown up watching. And you guys probably won't see a lot of cards just because I'm not really interested in sending out the cards, and I'll tell you why. Here's a couple cards that I got back. Two nice looking cards. I really like the way these turned out. This is a Phil Simms and a Herschel Walker. But these cards are a dime a dozen. Everyone has these. So you may see a bunch of these Phil Simms cards floating around, you know, maybe on eBay or just, you know, in videos. The reason I like doing 4x6s, guys, is because you can find some really cool photos that not a lot of people have. Like, here's a nice Herschel Walker with the Heisman Trophy in his Georgia uniform. He put the number 34 inscription. And here's a nice action shot of Phil Simms. I've got some better photos of him, but with 4x6 photos, guys, I have a little more control and I can find some different photos. So instead of a card that everyone has, you know, I might have a 4x6 photo that not a lot of people have because it's in his Georgia uniform. So that's one reason that I like to collect the 4x6 photos. It just gives me an opportunity to look for different images. And there's nothing wrong with these cards. I love these cards. They look great signed. But like I said, you know, everyone might have this card, but how many people have this 4x6 photo signed? So it just makes it a little more personal and unique to my collection to add something like that. And that's really half the fun of this project, guys, is when me and Stacy come up with names. You know, I look for very cool photos. Like this is a very cool shot of Johnny Duncan that we just got in. It's been kind of touched up, colorized. It was a black and white photo. These are all unique. I love the movie posters, but it gives me a chance to find some of these images that maybe not a lot of people have. Like here, this is a cartoon that Tom Richmond did. He's from Mad Magazine. That's his artwork, so that's pretty cool. Police Squad. You know, here's a cool shot of Jim Ross, Mean Gene, and the Nature Boy. So just very cool stuff that you can kind of find some unique images. And I find cards like this. This is from, I believe, the '89 Hoops set. This is Don Nelson, the coach. It is a 4x6. It's a blown up card, but I like the larger size. I could have sent this card, but I really like the size difference too, because if you compare it, look how much bigger the 4x6 photo is than the card. So this will go nicely in the display sleeves that I have into an album. And again, you know, same thing. There's Big John. That's an MNA card. Iron Risen, Hall of Famer. That's a blown up Sports Legends card. So again, there's a cool shot of Al Downing in the Yankees uniform. And you don't find, you know, this image on a card. And that's one thing that I really like. You know, be able to look for some of these images. And so there's a cool Nikolai Volkov, Jack Ramsey. You can find some vintage photos like that. Yeah, there's a cool Larry Little with that's Bob Greasy in the background there. So very cool. So I am still getting sports returns, guys. I am focused mainly on entertainment stuff. But just wanted to give you guys a video, talk a little more in depth of why I like the 4x6 photos. They're easy to print, they're cheap, they're easy to send, they fit nicely in an envelope. Use a standard number 9, folds right down. I mean, that fits perfectly. There's a little room on each side, so you could use a smaller one, but this is a standard number 9 business envelope. So, just some random Sunday chit chat, guys. Thought I'd put something up for you guys to look at and go over the uncancelled stamps. Show you guys how I did that, so you can see the glue has pretty much dried, and that envelope is now able to be reused with an uncancelled stamp. So some Sunday random chit chat. Hopefully we'll be back tomorrow with a mail day. As always, check out the main channels. Stacy Schaefer's channel, link is down below, and my channel, The Autograph Network. Alright guys, talk to you later. Mike from The Autograph Network on the Project Deja Vu channel is out.